Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how you can change all these questions right here, all the interview questions, into just a single Webview form. So each individual question you will see here on this screen will be put into one form, and in the end we will keep track of them by utilizing the API from ManyChat. So I'm going to focus on building this form in this video, so you will not hear me talk a whole lot, but whenever there is something that I need to clarify, of course I will put some comment in there. So I suggest we get started. As you can see, these are all the questions, or at least one flow for each question. As you can see, this is question 1, question 2, and so on. Of course, we are going to start at question number 1, and I'm going to show you how we can do that very easily. So first we go to BotProphet.com and we log in. On top here it says members if you're already logged in, and it says log in if you still have to log in. So I'm going to press members now, which takes me to this member area, and I'm going to click this Webview Forms link, and that will bring me to a screen like this, where you can drag all these different form fields. So I'm going to use one that we already started, which is this job interview one, and I'm going to show you how this works. So this is the first question. This is a header field like this one right here, and you can just put in your text down there. So for the first question we used this can be like this, by the way. So the first question is required. We're going to use required a lot because that's taking care of the case where people don't fill in their field, and in ManyChat you have to make a check for that, like this: is it filled in or not? A condition like did they answer all the questions or stuff like that, as you can see right here. Let me press edit first, and you can see that right here. That the question has to be filled in. Actually, it's not at free keyboard input in this case, but if you request a phone number and stuff like that, it is. What we're doing here is eventually we will check all the questions if they are filled in or not. So, but in this case, this is a bad example because there is no check for this one. But anyway, let's continue with the form, which was right over here. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill in the hold on, I have to check something first for a second. Excuse me. I have to see why something is not working on my end. I guess it's this one. Edit content. Okay, got it. Add that one, and it should be okay now. Yes, this is it. So this is working exactly as I wanted. Okay, so let's continue. This is the field you see right here. This is important because this will represent your custom user field. And of course the question is important because, well, that is what we're going to clarify here. So the question, as you noticed, is where do you currently live, which is, as you can see on the right, will look like this when you create your form. Help text, that's what you will see when people move over this question mark. You can of course leave this empty. The placeholder is what you can see right here, and this is the important part that I showed you, which represents your, let's go back there, this is actually the custom user field. So that's the most important part. Fill that in at the name section. If you put in a value, it will mean it's like a a pre-filled value that the user doesn't have to change. So if he doesn't fill in anything, that will be the value assigned to your custom user field. And once you've done that one, you move on to the next question. This was already the first one, so we're going to move back to these steps right here. Let's check all these questions and go to question number 2. And there we go. So as you can see, by the way, this is the check for question number 2. Did somebody answer it? If not, we're going to ask it again. And if it is, we go to question number 3. But in the web form version, that's not needed because we just move to the questions all in one page. So this is the next question. Let's check what it's all about, what custom user field is assigned to it. So as you can see, this is a multiple choice question. Are you willing to relocate to Ireland? Yes or no? So let's go back to the other screen. It was a yes or no question, so it's a radio group because it's either yes or no. We move that over here. We click this little pencil. It is required. The label equals the question being asked. So that's this one. Are you willing to relocate? Help text is something that will be over there again. Again, you can leave this empty if you want to. I usually keep it empty, but it's not really a hard question. Are you or are you not? So I'm just going to leave it out because I like that better. Inline, that means the questions are next to each other as opposed to under each other. If you don't have a lot of questions and you would like to keep the form a little compact, I would use inline myself. I like it. Name, of course, is again the name of your custom user field. So we're going to go check what that was for this one. And as you can see, it's this one. It's our custom user field. So I'm going to copy that again and put it in here. There you go. And if you click one here, that means it's pre-selected. So for example, if you say yes, and yes means, well, yes, and no equals no, and this one we can just delete. If you click enable other, it's not really necessary for this question, but if you have questions where you would like people to enter their own version or something, if you like what kind of fruit you like, for example, it's apples and bananas, but if you want somebody else to be able to answer with another answer, you can just enable other, and it will give them the option to enter their own question, so or give their own answer, so to speak. So anyway, this is this question, and we can go and have a look what it looks like right now. We press save, and if you want to see it here in the preview window, which is exactly what your form will look like online, you just click save and it will reload. As you can see, no was pre-selected here. I'm going to change that to yes and continue with the form. If you want to change anything, you just click edit, and if you want to change it, we just type yes, and now this form is pre-selected with yes, or pre-filled, that's what I meant. So let's move on to the next question. So as you can see, this is going pretty smooth. Question number 3. And it's loading question number 3, which is, do you have experience in sales? Well, let's copy the question first. Again, it's a yes or no question, as you can see. So that will be very easy. As you can see, we can just create a new radio group section and move it over to the form, or because it's again a yes no question, we can also click this icon right here, which means copy. We just copy the question, click edit, change this to our question. It's again required. We just have it inline again, and this of course will have to represent the custom user field. So we're going back to the screen here, and we're going to check what custom user field it is. Click edit so we can see it, and the custom user field is this, as phone sales experience, and we will put that here in the name field, and this is already done, so that is going pretty good. We save it. Are you willing to relocate? Why is this not checked? Let me check that. I think we forgot to, yep, click yes there. Hey, that's strange. Hold on a second, because now it's gone over there, so that is a little weird. Strange. That is strange that it's not set to yes there. Let me check that again. No, that's weird. I'll have to check into that, but for now let's continue with this form. Maybe it is because we copied it. I don't know if it is. It might be a bug in this program. Let's see if we get another yes no question. What happens if we just move it there? So save. No, it's really not the way we want it to be. So and what happens now? It's this is really weird. Okay, that's strange. That's really strange. Can relocate. Is that the same question? Nope. Okay, well, I don't know why that is. Maybe copying is not such a good idea after all then. Well, anyway, let's continue to the next question to just move on and bug fix later. Question number 4 already. What is question number 4? Click edit so we can have a quick look. Question number 4. This is an open question. Why do you want to leave your current job? Okay. So for an open question, I suggest we use a text field or a text area. A text area will give your applicant a little more room. So I just double clicked it. Up. That's one time too many. Like this. The question over here. It's obligatory, so we just put required over there. We don't use all this stuff. Name, again, never forget the name, which is the custom user field. We're gonna copy that again. Go back to the screen. Name. There we go. We don't fill in anything here. And maximum length, well, let's not record all novels here, so let's say we give this person like 400 characters, whatever. That should work. Rows, let's give him 3 rows to answer the question. And what does that look like? Let's check it out. Save. And check our form. Yeah, this looks fine. So as you can see, we already have these 4 questions now inside only one beautiful form. And we're going to continue editing. I must say this little thing annoys me, so I'm going to change that really quick, because I want to see if it helps. As you can see, you can move these around as well, like I just did. And I'm going to just change this really quick. Radio group required. Gonna put a yes here. Yes. There, and no, no. And phone sales experience. And like that. Do we have the same now? Yes, we do. So now I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to keep this one. We're going to use inline, close, save. Yes, as you can see, it does it now, so it might be some kind of bug. We're just gonna make a note of that. Yep, as you can see, they are pre-filled correctly now, so copying isn't a great idea. Anyway, let's move on to question number 5. And that is, let's go there. Question number 5, interview questions. Question number 5 is, and there we go, another open question, so we can create another text field again. And what is your motivation to move to wherever? So we are going to edit, and we're going to use another text field. And the question is this one. And maximum length. I don't know, what did we have here? 400 or something? Yep. So we're going to use 400 for this one as well. And 3 rows. And the name of the custom user field was motivation relocation. Sounds like a pop song or whatever. And let's do that. That looks good to me too. Save it. Save it to get it in your web form. So now we already have 5 questions. Somebody can fill in straight from their ManyChat. In the end, I'm going to show you a demo of this, what it looks like inside your chat, so you can have a better feeling of what it will actually do. So that's question number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to question number 6. And question number 6 is the question about, let's have a look. It's another open question, but this could be a yes/no question as well. As I can see, do you have any ongoing interview process as well? It's either yes or no. Now, is it? So let's just make that a yes/no question, which is a radio group again. Do you have it? Yes or no? In line. And in this case, we will use no as the default answer, because that's obviously what we want. No. And the custom user field was this one, which we will never forget to enter. I'm just saying it once more. And does this look fine? I think it does. Save, and save it from here. And there we go again. It's already looking like an easy to fill in and beautifully looking form, and a lot better and faster than having people go through all these ManyChat steps, in my opinion, but that, of course, to each its own. That was question number 6, so we move on to question number 7. So we're into this video now for like 20-25 minutes, so as you can see, it's going pretty fast. Do you have any holidays planned? Again, an O or a yes/no question. So these questions are all pretty easy to answer for people. You can of course create all the questions you want, as long as, and I'm saying it again, as long as you use the right custom user field as the form name input. So radio group again. Do you have any holidays planned? In line. Required. We're going to no and yes again. Yes, yes. No and no. And the name of the custom user field is this one. We're going to put that in here again. Remove this one. And I think this is also looking good. Save it for the web. And that is also looking pretty good. question number 8. So now we're almost near the end. Where is question number 8? It's here. What is question number 8? Oh, well, look at this. This is something else. Lots of questions or lots of answers. So we're going to have to look into this a little deeper. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so these are two different things. I think the client asked me to change it from a date field, because this was a date field, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look. Yep, this was a date field, and they said we want to keep sending reminders, so we had to change it to this. But if you want to send reminders, you might as well use the date field and enter a ManyChat trigger based on the date itself. So you can also put into ManyChat what trigger you want to set for the amount of days or weeks or whatever. So instead of using this changed method, I will use the date field anyway, because it's the smarter thing to do. So let's use this anyway. And in our form we can also use a date picker, which is date field right here. So we can click that, required, yep, and we get the custom user field, which is this one. Put in name, and I think that will do for now. Click save. And if you look at the preview, here's the date field, and if somebody touches it, they get this nice thing like this. So that will work just wonderful. Anyway, let's move on to question number 9, which is right here. Question number 9, let's have a look. Okay, this is a question where people have to use their microphone, and we are going to ask those questions where they have to put in like a video or a CV or stuff like that. We're going to not use a web form for that, because then you have to upload files, and we really want to utilize the easy way. ManyChat takes care of that, so we're gonna skip question number 9 for now. And I think question number 10 is another user input question. Let's see. Yep, there we have to use the camera, so we're going to skip that one as well. Question number 11, is that somewhere? Yep, it's the CV, so we're not going to ask that one here as well. And question number 12, I think, is the person's phone number. Yep, we're not going to use that one here as well, because ManyChat already has this fantastic free keyboard input format where they just have to confirm their number, and we have not sent that to the web form. So let's just call it what it is right now, and we can put in some paragraph, for example, where we just say something. We can use a nice block quote, and we'll just say thank you for filling it in and please press submit. Thank you for answering these questions. Please press submit to something like this. It's this. Yep. That's fine too. Save it. Preview. There's a difference, by the way, between the original save button right here. That means the form is actually being created, so you can have a look at it. But you have to press this green button to get the correct link and save it to the database so you can use the right form. Also, once you use this form with this link right here, you also are able to still change it. So even if it's already running inside your ManyChat, once you make changes right here in the BotProphet account, it will immediately also look different in the ManyChat flows. So that's something you have to know. You don't change this one and if you want to keep the old one. If you want to change something here and use it for something else, you just click this check box right here and it will actually create another form. You can use this pull down menu right here and select different forms if you have them. So that's something you have to take into consideration. So now your form is ready. In the next video I will show you how you can integrate this into your ManyChat flows. Bye bye.